Good morning? Hello? Yeah, okay, yeah. Good morning! Hi, it's Monday, October 25th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Taiji. We have worked on the first part of Wudang Taiji separately, and we're going to work on part 2 today. There are a couple of things that I started last week that I'm going to continue with this class and with this series. The space limitation, as well as the issues with two dimensions instead of 3, right, have shown themselves, I'm going to say it that way, in some of the stuff that I've reviewed, right? So as I'm presenting, it's harder to follow some things because it's video. That's it. I had similar kind of experience with a gentleman who wanted to learn Bagua on video. Okay? And it wasn't that it wasn't that it couldn't be done, it was that it's difficult. So rather than having more movement, which is what I would normally do with advanced practice, that we do a lot more. We're gonna do, but I'm not going to focus on it so much. So with advanced practice, normally there would be quite a bit of attention that I would give to practicing the form. Okay? So we spend a lot more time in practice, less time talking about what the movement is and how to do it. I'm going to reverse that for this class because it's harder to do something that's not repetitive. Okay? So we got the Peloton folks that can run and they can do yoga and they can do more running and walking, right? It's a repetitive thing. It's easy to grasp what you're supposed to do, and it's easy to follow on video. Okay? We're not in a 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional with time world. We're in a 2-dimensional world. And much as I try to make it 3-dimensional, it ain't going to happen. So, more explanation, a little bit less, not a lot less, a little bit less of the extended practice. And what I'm going to do to supplement that is part of what I've already done. And that is, and it's up on the website, and that is to record the entire sequence so that it's, now I'm going to make it bigger. It's outside and I'm small because the camera needed to be further away so that I could get end-to-end movement. Right? I have a different camera that has a better lens, hope. And so I'm going to redo that. Also, just to mention, since I'm talking, and we're going to get started here in just a second, there are now several books, including the video book for Yan style Tai Chi. It's a sample. I've only got 2 lessons on there. But you can see what it looks like. You can see where some of this is going. So it's open. Anybody can look at it. Wudang.com, books, our publications, and you're looking at the Yan Style Tai Chi video ebook that opens up with my discussion, what was in the class, as well as the video from that class. So as you're looking at the text, if you take in information more easily using text. You can read through what I'm saying. It's pretty much a verbatim transcription, most of it. I didn't do all of everything, but most of it. And then you can play the video. It's right there, just click the play button and attend the class. This is what I have been planning. This is something that there's going to be a bunch more of them, including for this class. Wudang Taiji is most assuredly on my list. So, a lot more things to do, a lot more coming. Let's get started. Feet by shoulder width apart. Bend the knees. Open the arms. Relax fingers. Basic stretch. Hand circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. And reach out over the legs. And again. Reach up and stretch out. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Alright, relax for a second. I got a message I gotta look at over here. Okay, don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry, I'm doing my own tech here. Alright, for today, we're going to start with part 2. I'm going to practice part 1, start with part 2. Start slowly. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Breathe. And breathe out. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out. Breathe in. Transfer the weight to the right. Sink. Push out the left. This is the same as the very beginning. Up on the left. Take it easy. Down the right. Press out. It's all the same. Until it's not. And step back, push back the mountain. Return the tiger to the mountain. And turn, glide hands. 1, 2, hold the ball left side. Bring the right leg up, heel, toes, and extend. Board up, pull down, board up. Pull down, press, and push. Clap hands again. Hold the ball on the right side. And I'm going to have to step back. Board up, pull down, shift, up, pull down. Press and down. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Open. Open again. And 1, 2, 3. Downward punch. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push back the monkey. Come around, palm, circle, and needle at C bottom, bend to the back, turn around, deflect downward, parry, and punch. Step through, and turn 1, 2, 3, 4, cloud hands. Single whip. Alright, stop there. All of this, we're going to do this again, the whole thing. All of this segment has 3-ish, 4-ish moves that are different, and quite a bit that we've already covered in the first part. That's one of the reasons that I just kept going, because this entire sequence is 70% repetition, cloud hands, yin and yang both appear, T Tui, the high yin, raise the leg, lift up yin, hold the ball, raise the leg, lift up yin, ward off, pull down, press and push. All of this is fundamental. It's all repeated. Let's do it again. And I'm going to adjust where I started so that I don't have to back up over here. I'm going to try. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Toes grip just a little bit. Fingers are open. Not spread out, but open. First finger pulls back just a little bit. Just a little. Open the Untitled in the center of the palm. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in, salute. And breathe out. And breathe in. Sink under the right. Open the left. Turn. Pull in. Extend. Center. And on the left is part 2. Same as part 1. 3, 4, and 5, and down. One more time. Return the tiger to the mountain. Clap hands. 1, 2. Hold the ball left side, heel, toe, step through, ward off, pull down, ward off, pull down, press, and push, and turn. Two, 3, hold ball right side, left heel, left toes. Yeah, leg didn't want to go there. Up and down. Press and push. One more. Turn. 1. Cloud hands. 1, 2. Open. Out. 1, 2, 3. Down. Push back the monkey. One more. turn. And come around, deflect downward, parry, punch, turn 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, single whip, and both hands out, up. I told you there is quite a bit here that repeats. We have the movements that are going backwards, and I'm going to focus on those right now. Push back the monkey. I paid attention to last time because I introduced it. We're going to pay a little bit more attention to it today. As well as return the tiger to the mountain, pushing the mountain. This idea of going in opposite directions, right? The movement, and we're going to see this in Wudang Taiji sword on Wednesday as well. This idea of going backwards, but I'm extending this away, right? So as I step back, pushing the mountain, push back to return the tiger to the mountain, right? Back. My body's going this way, I'm stepping this way, but I'm pushing this way. Centering is what makes that work. As I step back, we're going to do this a couple of times. As I step back, I need to make sure that I step to center, my own center, so that I can actually push in the other direction. As much as I push in one direction, I have to be stable in the other direction to hold that. So if I push against something and I'm not stable, I will knock myself over. You can test that with a heavy bag. Don't be stable, punch the bag, it will knock you over. It will. All right. We are just finishing wood off, roll back, press, and push, right? We have been here. All right? As I step back, set this foot back here. Ready this one to plant. The idea is that it's not, my error message is back. I don't like that. I thought I had it fixed. And, alright, anyway, as I step back, this foot, the foot that I'm picking up, I don't want it to be ready. I'm thinking through, right? I'm thinking ahead for what I'm doing. We need to pay attention. Right? As I'm stepping, I'm not thinking I want to bring this foot up. I'm thinking I want to plant it. I'm going to plant it on the floor. I'm not going to bring it up to do something. The weight change is different. Alright, so I'm going to show you this. Alright, so I'm here, and I want to plant my foot and come back. I'm here, and I want to bring my foot up. Right? This sets differently than this. Okay? Where I put my weight and how I transfer my weight is different. Pay attention to this idea of setting the foot. We're going to do a series of steps, just this one step. Pay attention to setting the foot as you put it down so that it's tight and you're well connected. Okay. Left foot front, right foot back. Start with push. And shift back. Left foot. Shift back. Right foot. Left side again. Right side. Left side. One more. Alright, this idea of come around, and I'm going to talk about this yet, right? As we step, I just talked about the stepping, right? Place your foot, set. We're going to do this series again. I'm going to pay attention to this push. Yeah, you can see it from here. Good. Alright. As I set, I want to sink down as I go forward. It's not that affected. It's not that obvious. It's part of how I set my weight so that I'm solid over both legs, through both legs, and that whatever I'm going to do in this direction, I have the capability to counter through my centering, through my placement. Pay attention this time to this push forward. Ready? Right foot back, left foot front. Push and set. Push. Set and push. Again. One more time. Alright. Another layer. Advanced class, right? This push connects the lower tian to the middle tian through both hands and should feel as though it's coming from your feet. The dynamic of the move, how we move, right, comes from the lower tian, and it's here. Under and out. Go that way. Okay? Keep your back straight. Don't wobble. Don't use affected movement. Pay attention to the waist. Pay attention to setting the, there's more. Pay attention to setting the foot. Pay attention to extending the energy, and pay attention to what your hand position is so that you can express the full energy, not too high, not too low. Come from the center. Again. Left foot front, right foot back. Pay attention to the lower tian. Pay attention to the connection through the hands, through the Wudang and the palms. The lower tian to the middle tian and the extension. Shift back. Again. And one more time. Keep going. Keep going. And there we go. Alright. The step and the turn, we're going to do one more time. Same as what we just did. The step and the turn matter. The direction matters. Pay attention to the idea that you know where you're going before you get there. Push down, left foot front, right foot back. Focus on this idea of moving backward and pushing forward. Connect and shift. Keep going. Don't stop. All right, relax. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze in a second. Maybe not. I'm trying not to. Nope, going to sneeze. Okay. This kind of practice, where we're repeating something that is a particular type of movement, that uses a particular dynamic, and that is characteristic of the form, these kinds of things, when we take them out of the form, it's easier to analyze what we're doing. It's easier to understand how that particular movement works or could work, or multitudes of opportunities with this one. All right. Then when we put it back into the full form, which we're going to do in just a second, it's better. We take that understanding, we take that repetitive practice that we just did and integrate it with all of the other movements that we're doing. So it's not just this one movement that benefits from this kind of practice, it's everything else too. Let's do a little everything else. Feet together. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the breath. Chin should be straight. Should not tilt it up, not tilt it down. Straight. And tuck it, pull it in just a little bit. Not too far, just a little bit. Salute. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Transfer all the way to the right. Open the left. Turn. Up on the left. Down on the right. Same as at the very beginning. And turn. Alligator playing in the water. Yin and yang both appear. And push back the mountain, return the tiger to the mountain. Only two. Flat hands. And turn. Flat hands. Hold the ball left side. Heel. Toe. Ward off. And ward off again. Pull down. Press. And push. Flat hands. Single clap hands. On the right. Heel. Toe. Step through. Ward off. Pull down. Ward off. Pull down. Press. And push. Flat hands one more time. And 1, 2, separate, and out. Punch downward, shift back, push back the monkey. Forward and back, keep your center. Center over the supporting leg. And come around. Turn the toes. Up. And let's see bottom. Step through fan through the back. Just like downward parry pin punch. Step through. Flat hands. Single whip. Hands to both sides and up. Alright, we're going to stop here. We paid attention to this idea of opposing directions, that I'm moving backward and yet I'm extending my energy, and my opponent is over here. I'm going this way and my opponent's over here. How do I coordinate that so that I extend what I wish to extend in the direction that I want it to go, right? Centering. Being well-rooted as I step. This idea is a little bit as I step, set. This comes around. Anybody ever play basketball? This, yeah, that's it. Alright. You gotta plant your foot. If you're not gonna get called for traveling, you got to plant your foot. Plant your foot. Alright. So we paid attention to this today, and we did quite a bit with the full form second part. We'll work on that a little bit more as we move forward. I have intended to finish the second part of Wudang Taiji by the end of this year. It's the end of October. All right, hey. So we're getting close. We're getting close. More coming next week. And just to let you know, we are going to turn around in just a minute. We're going to go back the other way. I'll be back tomorrow with Advanced Yang Style Tai Chi. Wednesday, Wudang Taiji Sword, and keep in mind this idea of moving backward and extending in the other direction. We're going to use that. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. Basic stuff on Thursday. And it's not, there's significant value in the basic stuff. If you don't have the basics, the advanced isn't going to help you. Alright? It's true for this class, it's true for Qigong as well. Basics on Thursday. Friday is the advanced movements 10 through 18. Thank you for being here with me. Appreciate it.